for game number 20 of the 2023 North American Invitational, featuring Goldstar Tel Aviv and USA White. The North American Invitational Tournament Committee is pleased to welcome members of the lacrosse industry and all vendors to the world's largest annual major box lacrosse event. Here are the scratches for this game. There are no scratches for Goldstar Tel Aviv. Scratches for USA White. Scratch number 7, Nick Coyne. 8, Roy Colsey. And number 12, Joe Smith. That's 7, 8, and 12.
Good morning, lacrosse friends, and welcome back to the 2023 LAXNAI, the North American Invitational at the Nexus Center in Utica. I am Steven Stamp, pleased to be bringing you this tremendous game between Goldstar Tel Aviv, the defending silver medalists, and USA White. The last time we had USA White and Blue was the last time there was a World Championship. They did it in 2018 as part of the selection process for the 2019 team, and they were very good teams. One went to the final and played Thompson Brothers Elite, who won, and the other U.S. team was in the bronze medal game where they actually played Tel Aviv. And this should be a great matchup. I think these U.S. teams are stronger, and there's a rip to start it off. Cameron Dunkerley making the save for Israel between the pipes. Well, Goldstar, many members of the Israel, or contenders to the Israel national team, are on this roster, and they will move up over center floor, setting up their first offensive set. There's a chance in front, but it gets away. It's scooped up there, and we have a penalty coming immediately as Dalton Sulver was running off with that loose ball. There are a ton of excellent players on this U.S. roster. We've got penalties to both teams. We're going to see Jimmy Chadwick going off for the U.S. with Brendan Lundy going off for Goldstar. Say 5-on-5. Had a chat with Brendan Lundy before the game. Remember seeing him play. Played one of the best hits I've ever seen in a game back in the 2017 European Championships in Turku. Got a 5-minute major for it, and then I saw the and I thought, okay, yeah. And I saw the replay, absolutely perfect. Shoulder to chest, ideal hit. Here is Solomon. Nate Solomon will give it up to Drew Lazar. He's over on his offside, being chased there by Connor Kirst. Yes, you're going to recognize a lot of names on this U.S. team. This club for next year's World Championship is going to be cutting National Lacrosse League players. Has not been the case for them in the past for the most part, but they have a ton of talent, a ton of athleticism. It's going to be fun to see as this develops. Then we have Parker Piper. Absolutely lit it up in the Arena Lacrosse League. That shot gets through, and the first save there by Goa Abrams, the starter for the U.S. Abrams is returning from the 2019 team. Lots of competition. Their other goalies in this game are Colin Kirst, the field goalie who's having to go in the box game, and David Mather. And the USA Blue team has Drew Hutchison from the Halifax Thunderbirds and Peterborough Lakers, as well as some other goaltenders. And we have a penalty now. This will result in the first power play. Looks like Cole Kirst taking that penalty. So the U.S. will trot out a penalty killing unit. The top men, sorry, the uniform numbers are out of order, so I'm having to adjust a little bit. But it's Isaiah Davis Allen and John Rannigan, veteran NLL defenders up top. There's a shot a little bit wide from Devin Piper. That's going to be an over and back. Davis Allen will grab that ball. Had a great chat with Isaiah Davis Allen for a story for NLL.com during the season. It's an illegal pick. Just a tremendous young man. Dalton Sulver out low to kill the penalty. Yeah, 17. I'm just checking who 17 is for the U.S. I'm not 100% sure. They had to change a lot of uniform numbers. A lot of teams, getting uniforms fairly late just before the event. They'll have everything all tidied up as the weekend goes on. That shot gets wide. We're still scoreless through almost 4 minutes, and Tel Aviv's power play is going to go for naught as Cole Kirst, one of 4 Kirsts on this roster, will be released. We mentioned Colin Kirst, the goalie. Here's a rip from the outside. Hard shot from Joey Spallina. Excited to see him out there. First chance to see him play in person. Watched him a lot on the streams from the OJLL, where he was fantastic. Just got better and better as that season went on. Just had a buzzer. May have been from the rink behind us. It's a great facility, 3 rinks, all the same on the floor, just the seating area is a little different. There's no seating in the rinks 2 and 3, but they have a great viewing spot around the mezzanine and at floor level. There's a shot that gets through, the first goal of the game. Drew Lazar bounces one home. Things are getting feisty as Joey Spallina was back on D. Oh, are they having fun or are they actually John pretty seriously? I don't know. You never know. But Lazar just finds his spot, sneaks it through Goa Abrams, who was with the New York Riptide last year. You see Lazar just kind of hanging at the top. Get it to him, and not a whole lot, just a couple of picks, and then everything just opens up. And Abrams, thinking he was going farther to the opposite post, actually moved his leg a little bit out of the way. It pings in off the inside of the foot. Big battle for the loose ball off the faceoff. Solomon looks like he might get it, but still working hard. Number 17. We're going to check who that is. I do have a picture. Maybe I just missed it.
Goldstar is first of the game, scored number 14.
No, we'll get it for you. What a roster US has. And that one's sitting there loose. Dalton Lundy was reaching in, then hesitated. It is a bit of an adjustment. A lot of guys play during the summer in leagues where you can't reach into the crease. So then all of a sudden you come out here and you can reach in, and it takes them a second to kind of believe it as they start to reach for it. That was Jake Silberlicht, the Israel captain, number 77, right there with the flowing mane. Out checking the ball in the stick there of Patrick McIntosh, number 3, and then the handoff. Pass down low by C.J. Kirst. Underhand shot that's stopped by Dunkerley from the stick of Cole Kirst. C.J. Kirst, who had a great, 12 is Cole Kirst. Boy, there's a lot of Kirsts out there. My apologies. Connor Kirst running it up, of course. I should just say Kirst. And the chances are about 1 in 4 on this roster. That you'll be right here is Joey Spallina. He is easy to spot with that sparkly Syracuse orange head. We'll spin off the check. That one doesn't get across. Like TJ Comizio was up for an offensive shift, just staying up. He is backpedaling now into defense and will set up. He's going to go be the high man as they prepare for Tel Aviv to come across the floor. 7 minutes in, just the one goal. It was by Drew Lazar. That's a tough situation for Piper to find himself. Piper, I think he actually swatted that with his hand. Yeah, they're going to call that. He was tied up. The stick was all tangled, so he decides to just get a hand on it, and they're going to call that. We have a penalty behind the play. That'll be Dalton Sulver going to the box. It's an interference call on the way to the benches. The pace of this game very quick. You can see the intensity. This tournament means a lot to these U.S. players because they are trying to make the team for the 2024 World Championship that is looking very much like it should be the best the U.S. has ever sent to a World Championship tournament. We'll see how it all plays out. Goldstar, very talented group as well. A lot of familiarity. Here's Dalton Lundy. Behind the net to Piper. Piper thinking shot. Tries to go behind the back for the pass. It gets tipped away. Still some time. 17 seconds on the power play. 6 though on the shot clock. So Lundy will just let that one fly. It's scooped up there. And off go the U.S. Tim Edwards on the run. Just won a Mann Cup championship with the Six Nations Chiefs. What an addition he was to that team. I would say he's one of the more solid candidates for the to be sure to be included on the eventual U.S. club, but there's a lot of talent. There's Blaze Reardon wearing the C for USA White. That shot tipped away. Cameron Dunkerley, goaltender for the New York Riptide. Looking pretty solid so far between the pipes. We reached 9 minutes almost in this first half. 2 15-minute halves, running time, 2 minutes stop time at the end of the second half. Chance for Kirst. That shot taken from the outside by Max Waldbaum. First time for me getting to see him. There's a bunch of players I have seen, haven't seen in person. It's pretty fun to get that chance. That one's tipped, knocked away. Heck of a play there by Dalton Sulver. Sorry, that'd be Kirst. Actually, that's 17. Oh, we're going to maybe find out who this is. That's the only one we don't have. And you can see the steal is what really makes this. Cross the floor at the top of the formation. Dangerous pass. It's picked off. Just a nice little underneath duck. The diving shot. That is a beautiful athletic play. I'm afraid our PA announcer does not know either. He's the one who sent me the picture of the updated roster. We will find out.
Number 19. That goal was unassisted at 5:32.
We'll get that for you. At halftime, we'll yell down to find out who 17 is. For now, though, we have a goal. Another one. That one's TJ Comizio, known as a D tranny player for the Georgia Swarm, who had a fantastic rookie season a couple years ago and really solidified himself as a solid NLL defender. Look, he just sneaks in there like a scrum half, comes out, and just nobody between him and the net. So quick, perfect finish, and the U.S. pulls ahead 2-1. They are putting a lot of forecheck pressure on, and pressure high on the defensive zone. Here's a battle between Justin Haverly and Tim Edwards.
USA goes first of the game. Scored by number 1, TJ Comizio. That goal was unassisted at 4:42.
Pass through the middle. Kirst has it. He's going to toss it back up, though. CJ number 37 played for Mimico this summer, and he was dynamite in Ontario. Nice save by Dunkerley on a wide open look. Naked on the crease for CJ. Or so that was CJ Kirst, 11 on the far side. I will get all the Kirsts down eventually. 37 is Max Waldbaum, and there's a shot on the run. What a lovely finish there. CJ Kirst, I told you he is dynamite. He had a great summer season, and you can see how dynamic he is. Getting this ball out at the wing, the defender comes out at him a little over aggressively, and they'll have a chat with Griffin Spolansky about not just running at players, but the stop is made initially, opens up another opportunity. Here we go. Oh, there it is, just diving underneath, tucking that one home. Sorry, I was thinking it was a rebound and then set up. It was just showing the replay twice. That's cool. Yeah, CJ Kurst is a real up-and-coming player. Still junior age. Well, played junior this year. Here's Blaze Reardon. He got his indoor start playing. Playing a few different places. And he played in major series. I remember watching. Oh, what a goal! There was a shot on the run, just drifting one over the shoulders. Jimmy the Jet Chadwick. Had a great season in the Can-Am Lacrosse League, winning a Can-Am championship, going to the President's Cup with the Tuscarora Tomahawks. Could not be more excited to be here and part of this. And he's on the ball team, racing it now to try and get it, but it's going to be Haverly pulling it out. Good effort by Jared Newman to run over one, and then a huge hit from Haverly. Absolutely sent his man flying. That was Chadwick, got bumped. Haverly playing a physical game. Ball loose along the board, scooped up there. The U.S. has it once again. Here comes Isaiah Davis-Allen with the pass ahead. They hand it off there to Spalina. Spalina fourth in the OJLL in scoring this year. 104 points, I believe he had. About another 44 or so up in the playoffs. What a run as they went undefeated in the regular season. You can see how quick he is. And he sets a pick, and there's a shot on the run. Dunkerley with the save on a hard overhand bouncer from Cole Kirst. Dunkerley couldn't figure out where it was. It rolled out of the gear. Will get played blown back in. Long pass. Matthew Flapin goes up and gets it. He sensed Camizio coming. Nice job by Flapin, who was on the all-tournament team last year at the LAXNAI. With a strong consideration for the MVP. He had a fantastic tournament, playing a great two-way game. Right now, Goldstar is looking a little bit overwhelmed by the physicality and athleticism of this U.S. club. They just get a long-range shot off, and the U.S. going for a 2-for-1 there, I guess they were. But they're not going to wait. They're just going to go right down and get a shot off. That one's wide. Taken by Connor Kirst. There's Tim Semish, former tight end. Big man. I love talking to Tim because he's my size. That's a big pick by Semish on John Rannigan, who comes back and gives him a whack. That's a beautiful outside shot, though. Ripped there by Matt Popek. There's the big pick by Semish. And Rannigan comes down hard on him. Popek outside and just lets it fly from way deep just before the end of the half to get one back to make it a 4-2 game. USA White leading Goldstar Tel Aviv. What a matchup. This is flying back and forth on the floor. Great game. Thanks for being with us here on Lacrosse TV at the LAXNAI 2023. I'm Steven Stipp. We're going to take a quick break. We'll have some highlights, and we'll be back for the second half.
At the end of the first half, score is USA 4-2. There's a scoring correction on Goldstar Television's first goal. That goal was scored by number 19, Drew Lazar. Time of that goal was 10:20 of the first half.
Welcome back to Lacrosse Friends for half number 2. USA White and Goldstar Tel Aviv. 4-2 US. We did get number 17. It's Mark Licini. Had a very strong first half. Inside chance behind the back pass. Or shot, sorry about that. By Connor Kirst. Goldstar. Bit of a slow break. Silverlick's going to wait. Hands it off there to Matt Belando. Spinning underneath is Piper. Watched there by Jared Newman. We're in an A for this USA White. Sorry, that's Isaiah Davis Allen. That makes sense. He would be an excellent leader for the club. Handed off there to Max Waldbaum. Number 37, they come down along the near boards, circling out and trying to cut underneath, looking for something. Goldstar, pretty solid defense here on Patrick McIntosh. That one doesn't get through. Taken over by Goldstar. Spalansky. Trying to decide what he wants to do. Hands it off to Lazar, who scored the first goal for Goldstar. Dalton Lundy. I remember Dalton Lundy ripping it up at the World Juniors for Israel. He gets a shot there, but that one's turned aside by David Mather, who has come into the game. Outlet pass for Camizio. He's got someone off the bench. Oh, that's a nice save by Dunkerley on CJ Kirst racing in from the bench. Ball bounces to the near side. It's tipped on the way across as Lazar gets his stick on that ball. They got some space for Spalina. You might not want to let him just let it rip, but Dunkerley saw it all the way, makes that save. He's looking up the floor. The U.S. gets their defenders out quickly. So fast. This U.S. team is extremely athletic. U.S. teams tend to be quite athletic, but these guys are flying around, and the lacrosse IQ of the U.S. program is just rising and rising, run by Reggie Thorpe, the head coach, and his group. Big battle along the boards. Piper going in to try and dig it out, but it is scooped away, and here comes Connor Kirst. He'll pass it ahead. The ball does not sit in anyone's stick for very long. Isaiah Davis Allen slows it down, hands it off there to Waldbaum. Up across the top, they feed it inside. Pretty good defense following across. Goldstar moving well, but you can see how well the U.S. is working together and passing. And then a nice recovery. Great job there by Flaypan. And the 30 will expire. That's going to be a delay of game penalty. Nope, they're not going to call it. I thought because he shot after the buzzer, they might call it, but they'll just blow play down. It's pretty close. Bang, bang play. And Goldstar comes back up the other way. Goldstar looking much more comfortable here in the second half. I really thought they looked a bit overwhelmed by the speed and intensity of the U.S. late in that first half, but they are looking much more comfortable getting in. They get a shot there from Nate Solomon. It was wide. It's going to be snagged, and it's a 2-on. Oh, that pass just doesn't quite connect. Gets away there from Jimmy Chadwick. He's going to track it down, though. Kind of handcuffs his man on the pass, but they do eventually get it through to Tim Edwards, and he's going to come off as they go and set up the offense with just 15 on the shot clock, 4 minutes into this first half. Pass through the middle, comes right across. Oh, nice foot save by Dunkerley, just leaving it there to deny the opportunity for Patrick McIntosh. Spalina to Blaze Reardon. Tries to fight his way through, well covered. That was Griffin Weiss. Well, Lazar almost tipped that pass away, but it got through, and a great chance for McIntosh, but he's stopped by Dunkerley. Was that to be sharp? Oh, sorry, Lucas Coote has come in for the second half. Dunkley has gone down to the bench. There's a chance, and Popek was pointing to the ball and then realized he was the closest guy by that point. Belando tried to get after it, but he realized he was in the crease, so good job not to pick it up. But that meant it winds up getting turned over to the U.S. Waldbaum hands it off. McIntosh will set a pick. CJ Kurse gets a big hit, but makes the pass, and right down the middle. Lane opens wide for Cole Kurse, and he gets the shot off. I think that's still Cameron Dunkerley, and Lucas Coote is coming tomorrow. I think they've only got one goalie. So I'm going to go back to what I originally said, that it is Dunkerley still between the pipes. Same helmet. That looks like him. Had a nice chat with Dunk this morning. Great to see all the players coming together, getting to talk to all the players and coaches. Here's Flaypan trying to create something in the offensive zone. Good swing for Israel. They get a chance in the middle, but huge hit there from Jared Newman. I remember seeing Jared Newman play in 2018 when they did the blue and white thing and thinking, yeah, this guy is getting it. He was coming on. I was actually a little surprised he didn't make the team then. But, you know, again, they had so much talent, so much experience. But now more talent, more experience, more lacrosse IQ. This U.S. team is really looking like something special. Nice save by Dunkerley, and then without his stick, just bouncing around to take away shooting angles. Great effort there by Dunkerley, who's helping keep them in this game. We are scoreless in the second half. 6 minutes in, it remains 4-2 for the U.S. to score at the end of the first. There's Belando. Comes across to Piper. Oh, and then Devin Piper just kind of can't get that pass through. It doesn't connect with Belando. The U.S. is pushing the pace. Spin back outside. The lane is there, and he shoots. Bit of a hesitation for Connor Kurst, and then he realized this is wide open. And he'll let it rip. You see, I mean, the replay is going back to the other end of the floor because the U.S. is pushing the pace every chance they get. Directing traffic there is Isaiah Davis-Allen. Kurst had a lane to the net, didn't like it, comes out, kind of hesitates. He's like, no, there's tons of space to shoot, and rips one far top corner. Approaching the midway point of the second half, the U.S. pulls ahead 5-2. That's a big goal because with the 3-goal spread is so much different than if Israel had got the next goal and pulled it to within one. Israel, Goldstar, Tel Aviv looking very much more comfortable, but the big thing I think has been their defense is really stepping up, limiting the chances for the U.S., but the transition game for the U.S. is what is causing problems. There's one still, that wasn't the settled offense, but it feels like they're taking a while to get settled because the U.S. just puts the pressure on. And here again, the pressure coming in very high defensively with Connor Kurst right up at center, meeting Dan Applebaum. Piper going after that one, but great positioning for Newman. Piper, though, fights for it and wins. The Piper brothers, tremendous young players. The 30 will expire on Tel Aviv. Davis-Allen steps over center, hands it off. Here's Waldbaum. Leaves it for Spallina. Waldbaum setting some picks. Wide open lane, and that opens up the back door, but they just missed connecting on the pass. Cole Kurse couldn't quite draw it in. Here's Kottenoff. Kottenoff's going to slow it down. Looked like there might be a chance for transition for Tel Aviv, but Kottenoff got turned back. Now here's Piper. Devin Piper spins away. Takes a big bump there from Rannigan. Another one of these veteran U.S. players. Lots of years with Georgia Swarm and Philadelphia Wings. Goldstar gets possession. They're going to trot up. 5:55 to play here in the game. Lazar thought about passing one. One of his teammates has lost his stick. It was Parker Piper. Oh, that's a big hit. Just an open floor cross check by Dalton Sulver. But Nate Solomon goes and gets it back. What a sequence. Great effort on both sides by the dueling number 14s, or 14 and 11, sorry. Belando tries to get a shot through. You hear somebody yelling, shoot, shoot. Not sure if it was the bench. Maybe they thought the shot clock was getting low. That one's right into the chest of David Mather. Piper, beauty! Devin Piper, what a finish. Comes in hard fake far side, pulls it back near pipe, and just squeaks that one through. And Devin Piper, great footwork to find his way through as he goes in and gets his own rebound. The rebound just got away from Mather. The hard shot from outside right in the belly pad, but you can see it's just at the edge of Mather's reach. He's back pretty deep in his net, but still Piper able to deke around him, throw that hard fake, and get it back to the other side.
Goldstar goal, his first of the game, scored by number 42, Devin Piper. Time goal, 5:04.
Tel Aviv gets the ball back. Lazar pulls it down, tries to back in, steps back, gets the shot off. Mather with the stop with the left foot. Bouncing around, grabbed by Comizio. He's looking up the floor. They're going to have to do it in two passes, and Weiss gets out to take away that pass. I'm going to have to check whether it's Weiss or Weiss. Being a Peterborough guy, I know Nick Weiss is always called Weiss, and by people who don't know, so I don't want to make the same mistake here if it's the other way. But Solomon runs into Connor Kirst, but he comes away with it, and Kirst running the floor. Nice job there on the transition defense, but then the U.S. just forces the issue and gets a pretty good scoring chance for Patrick McIntosh. Impressed with McIntosh in this game. He's doing some good things. Flapan will slow things down a little cross-handed pass to Belando. Flapan's going to stay out for the offensive shift. Piper flips it to his brother Devin. Flapan couldn't handle that one. Goes and tracks it down. 8 left on the shot clock for Goldstar. Just 2 to shoot. So Lundy gets one on. It's a reset, but Mather is able to corral that rebound. Some forecheck pressure from Belando, but calmly played out by TJ Comizio, who just seems to have zero panic factor. Hard checking there by Silberlicht. The U.S. fight through it, and Spallina is going to get the pass back on the far side. A little two-man game. Come to the opposite side to McIntosh. Feeds it through. Nice chance there for Kirst, but CJ Kirst couldn't finish. Spallina's hard rip. Oh, what a putback. That is a lovely little touch shot by the veteran captain, Blaze Reardon. That is Blaze Reardon to a tee. Drives to the middle. He's the one who goes and gets the rebound. Makes the pass down low to Spallina, who's going to work through and get a shot off. And then Reardon had just found open space. Josh Schwal kind of lost track of Reardon, and that opened up the opportunity. You can see Schwal chasing up high, which is okay. You got to get up there, but then he's got to stay with Reardon right there. You can't let him beat you to the slot, and that's what happens when you do. 2 minutes to go in the game.
Scored by number 36, Blaze Reardon. With an assist by number 4, Joey Spallina.
Penalty coming. We're into stop time now. Play going on. They weren't sure they'd heard it, but we're going to have an illegal substitution or too many men call. So Tel Aviv down by 2 goals with 1:46 to play. We're into stop time. I thought it was 6 for the U.S. Let's. I think it's 6-3.
I had 6, and then I changed it back when I saw the scoreboard.
Yeah, I think you're right, Greg. I thought it was weird when I saw the 5 up there. All right. Everyone's up to date. 6-3, and it's the U.S. going to the power play, as was Israel, or Goldstar Tel Aviv. I want to say hi to everybody, or yalla to everyone from Hezi watching in Yafo. Thanks for the message. And yes, I am here. Happy to be calling this. Sure, lots of folks watching this in Israel. The excitement for this club, they are very strong. A lot of guys back from some previous teams. Dalton Lundy, a good example. He looks good, looking fit, looking strong. Oh, nice quick stick attempt. Is that in? No, what a save by Dunkerley. Patrick McIntosh, a little snake pit. He has had some good chances. And Silverlicht will come over center. They can't really just kill the penalty. They got to go and try and score. Goals for and against, huge tiebreaker. The loser of this game will play again a little bit later today against CTC Elite, who had a 1-goal loss yesterday to the defending champion Rochester Bats. That should be a dandy. And the winner is going to play the Bats. There's a goal, a rip from the outside by Belando, a short-handed goal. Actually, no, they were back to even strength, but what a nice shot. A little low-to-low skipper. Very calm play by Tel Aviv. And that sidearm blast over to the far post. That is a nice one. Again, the U.S. all kinds of pressure. Tel Aviv adjusting and adapting. Tim Edwards is going to go and take the face-off. They had Connor Kirst going, but it'll be Edwards instead up against Justin Haverly. That's an early jump for Edwards. And it's going to be a timeout for Tel Aviv with 39.3 to go. They're going to try and score as quickly as they can and get within a goal. A bunch of U.S. players from the blue team, I believe, down at the end of the rink watching their cohort out on the floor. What a game this has been. The speed, the intensity really ramping up as you get these two teams expected to be strong competitors for the medals. Sorry, I'm just kind of sitting here watching what's going on. Got a little distracted by everything. There's a lot happening. I'm trying to keep track of what's going on around the tournament. We got 3 rinks. All of them beautiful. All of them, the rinks are the same. Again, it's just the seating that's different. Here's Parker Pfeiffer up at the top. Hands it off to Devin. Feed through doesn't quite connect. And the U.S. will turn it over, and they're going to be able to kill the final 22 seconds if they can hang on to it. Edwards gets the ball. Oh, what a great pass. That is a gorgeous little pass to John Rannigan. Under pressure, sees him coming, just a kind of a no-look pass, just flip it out there, and that was able to kill a bunch of time for the U.S. Popek has it, but there's only 7 seconds for Tel Aviv. It's going to be caught, and Flapen will just let it rip. It's a little bit wide, and time will expire. Well, there's 1.2 seconds left. It's going to be U.S. possession. They'll just have to stand there, and the clock will tick away with Dylan Robinson in possession of the ball. And oh, no, they're going to give it to Tel Aviv. Nope, they do give it to the U.S. I'm not sure what was going on there. Just run that 1.2 seconds, and let's call this a game. So it is 6-4, the final score. USA White making a pretty sensational entrance to the tournament. They edge the reigning silver medalist, Goldstar Tel Aviv. What a great game. We have about 12 minutes, I think, to our next contest. David Bowie will be here with you to bring you the Moon Bears and Thousand Island Spirits. That should be a good one. So stick around on Lacrosse TV all weekend at LAXNAI 2023. Thanks for being with us. We'll see you shortly.